Hi, friends, and welcome to Yoga Access. If you're enjoying the free content, like and subscribe to make sure that you are up to date on all of the new downloads. I'm so happy to have you here. To begin to close down, let's begin taking a slow inhale through the nose. We're going to pause gently at the top here and exhale fully, feeling the entire weight of your body begin to settle. Again, let's inhale, lengthening through the spine without effort. And exhale, allowing the body to arrive. This practice is an exploration of support, what it feels like to trust the ground. Let's begin to slowly blink the eyes open or cross over the ankles and come forward onto our hands and knees. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest, moving into cow pose. Exhale, rounding the spine, pressing the floor away, moving into your cat pose. We'll continue like this at our own rhythm and pace, letting the breath lead the movement here. Notice where the spine feels fluid. Notice where it feels restraint. Nothing to change here, simply shifting into being the witnesser. After a few rounds here, let's begin to add small circles through the ribs and the shoulders. Let this movement feel organic. We're going to pause here and reverse those circles, moving through the ribs, through the shoulders. And let's return to neutral. We're tuck the toes and press back into our first downward facing dog. Pedal through the feet here, bend one knee and then the other. Let the calves and hamstrings wake up slowly. Moving with ease here, moving with your breath. We're going to inhale, shift forward into plank. Lower the knees down, and on the exhale, bend the elbows close to your ribs as you lower halfway. Inhale, press up into cobra. And exhale, shift back into child's pose. So this inhale is going to shift us forward into plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, press back up. Exhale, shifting back into child's pose. Here, we're going to inhale, shift back into downward facing dog. Allow yourself to move forward into your plank. Lowering onto your knees if you choose, or stay on those toes as you lower halfway. Inhale, press up into your cobra or upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let the knees lower here. Send the hips back into child's pose. Rest the forehead down. Let the arms be heavy. From child's pose, we're going to walk the hands forward, tucking the toes, lifting the knees, moving into our forearm plank. Feel the long line of energy all the way from the heels to the crown of the head. Press your forearms down firmly into the mat and feel the broadness through that upper back. Take 3 slow breaths here, broadening the back. Long and fluid. Nice deep inhale here. And exhale. And let's lower the knees. And we're going to exhale, pushing back into child's pose. We're going to inhale, shift forward, coming back onto the forearms, and let's tuck the toes and lift the hips. And we're going to press back into our dolphin pose here. Forearms are grounded and your shoulders are wrapping gently down the back. You can pedal out through the feet here, allowing the spine to lengthen. Shift the shoulders slightly forward and then back again. Feeling the support of the forearms, the strength through the shoulders. From dolphin plank here, we're going to step that right foot forward. So allow that left knee to lower down if needed. You have the option to stay on the forearms or maybe lifting up onto the hands. Pause here and press back into our dolphin, and we'll begin to switch sides here. So let's step that left foot forward to that outside left elbow. Pause and breathe. From here, we're going to send the hips back, moving back into that forearm dolphin plank. And allow those knees to lower, resting briefly in our child's pose. Nice deep breaths here, allowing yourself to witness the sensations in the body from the movements that we've been moving through so far. Let's come back to the hands and knees, and we're going to step back into downward facing dog. Inhale, let's lift the right leg. Step that right foot forward between the hands. Inhale, arms lift as shoulders soften. And exhale, we're going to twist over to the right. That left elbow is going to hook the outside of your right thigh. Let's inhale to unwind. Exhale, step back into plank. Lower through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog, repeating on the left side. Left leg lifts, stepping that left foot through between the hands, rising up into crescent lunge. Inhale, arms lift, shoulders soften. Exhale, twisting over towards the left. Elbow hooking on the outside of that left thigh. Inhale to unwind. Exhale, step back into plank. Lower down chaturanga. Inhale to your upward facing or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's bend the knees deeply here as we look forward, and you could step or lightly hop to the top of your mat as you forward fold. Let's inhale to slowly rise to stand. Exhale. Hands coming into heart center. Now we're going to begin to prepare for that baby Bakasana, that baby crow. So let's come to a squat at the top of the mat. And from here, begin to lower the forearms to the floor, elbows shoulder width apart. Feeling the palms firmly pressing down, and begin to claw through your fingers. I want you to really feel the mat and the earth beneath you. Let's begin to lift the hips up slightly. And now begin to feel what it's like to move the knees towards the back of your upper arms. So we're just playing with the shape here. You don't necessarily need to touch the back of the arms yet. We're just shifting in that direction, noticing how it feels when we move the weight forward and back. Maybe we begin to move just enough to see what it feels like, where the balance starts to begin. Let's rest here, take a moment, shake out the wrist, rolling them one way, rolling them the other. Let's repeat that once more. So let's come into that squat position. Lower the forearms to the floor. Your elbows are shoulder width apart. Press your palms firmly down and really grip the mat beneath you. Lift those hips up and begin to bring the knees towards the back of the upper arms here. Noticing what it feels like to have that lift, to have that flight. Maybe lifting both feet if you choose. I invite you to come onto your backs here. And we're going to hug the knees in, gently rocking side to side. Let's inhale to extend the legs long, reaching those arms up overhead. And on the exhale, letting the arms rest to either side, moving them far away from the body, taking up lots of space here as you sink and settle into your Shavasana, corpse pose. And begin to feel the imprint of the practice in your body. Notice what shifted. Not just in strength, but in trust. Allow yourself to stay here as long as you'd like, my friends. When you are ready to move, you're deep in the breath, you're bend through the knees, and you're roll to one side before pressing up to seated. Thanking yourself deeply for showing up for yourself today. Your practice is complete. Like, subscribe, do all of those great things that help to keep this community alive. Until we meet again, my friends. Bye for now.